So I have had a few people ask about how you can watch the students work while they are actually still working on an assignment in Google Classroom. And it doesn't, you're not able to in every circumstance, but this is when you can see them. Basically, if they have attached an assignment or if you have attached like a template to the assignment in Google Classroom, then you can pop in and watch the kids while they are working on it. So what does this not work for? This does not work if you just give them assignment and say like create a Google slideshow and they just go straight into Google Slides and are creating the slides. Unless they have actually, either they or you have actually attached the document to Google Classroom, then the only way that you would be able to pop into the document would be if they shared the document with you. But if you give them an assignment in Google Classroom and are giving them a template that you're going to have, like, you've typed up a worksheet or something like that, and they're all going to have access to it, then you can pop into that and you can actually interact with them while they're working on it. You can also watch them while they're working on it if it's somebody who maybe needs a little extra incentive to stay on task. When you do that, they are aware that you are in there because your little icon will pop up on their screen, and I'll show you where that is. But this is what an assignment looks like if I did not attach any kind of template or document or anything like that to this. This would be something where I had maybe just said something like, go create a Google slideshow and then turn it in. So you can see that nobody has attached anything to this assignment. I haven't attached anything. They haven't attached anything. So I can't click on any documents here because there aren't any documents here. However, if you create an assignment and you do this, each student will get a copy part over here where you're going to like make a template for them, and then they're each going to get their own copy. Then I can click and go into this assignment, and Google Classroom has already linked all of the assignments to this assignment in Google Classroom. So what I can do is I can pop in here and I can look at and see, okay, let's see how Kaylee's doing. And once it loads, you'll be able to see up in the corner here, appearing any second now, will be her little icon. So I can see that she's actually in her document right now. And she can also see, I will have a little icon up here that's popped up. So she can see, if she's looking up there, that I'm in there. And this is handy in two ways, because one, you can actually interact with them. So if I wanted to give her some help on something, I could come in here and, like maybe highlight something and make a comment, right? Right now, I'm just going to give a really simple comment. Hi, Kaylee. Say hello to everyone. And so I've posted that comment, and once I post that comment, then she can see it and then she can respond to it. We could also just have a chat by editing this document directly. I've done that with kids who've needed help on something, say like writing a thesis statement. And I've been able to type back and forth. So you see there, she's responded, hello. And so now if we needed to have a conversation about something, we could have a conversation through that, or just by typing in this document. So that's how you can, interact with them while they're working on something. It's really handy if they're working on something at home and you pop in and you're like, ooh, they're having trouble with that. Since we can't really chat, we can't do a Google Hangout with them. This is the closest thing that you can do to having a chat, is just to have this shared document that you can type in. So I have also found this helpful for some of my kids that have trouble staying on task, because I could actually open up 3 or 4 documents or all of the documents, and I will appear in the upper corner of all of these documents. It's going to take a minute to load because I'm trying to load several of them. But just like their icons are going to appear on my screen, my icon's going to appear on their screens, and they're going to be able to see that I am in their document. They don't have to know that I'm in all of the documents, and I may not be actually looking at theirs, but but it'll look to them like I'm in there. So, it's kind of fun to mess with them sometimes, be like, I'm watching you, but it's also really helpful if you are trying to get somebody to stay on task. So, because then they know that you're watching them.